Hello, all. Welcome to LTX classes. In this concept series, we are looking towards the things which are mentioned in science and technology, right? This is the concept series. Please do stay tuned to this concept series. And in this class, we are going to discuss about the space station. Okay, yes, article is being dealt by Srinivas. Okay, so don't waste our time. We shall get into the topic right forward. See, this is the International Space Station. Clear? Actually, here I am showing the International Space Station. It is also called as ISS. Okay. In separate series, we shall discuss about International Space Station. But in this class, we shall learn first of all what is a space station. Okay. Have you seen? Actually, the space stations are very large. Clear? And in this article we shall discuss the importance and everything to fuel this and to run all the modules in the space station. Have you seen? Large number of solar panels are arranged in such a way that it would accept the maximum amount of heatness. Clear? It would accept the maximum amount of heatness. I think you got something related to how space station looks like, right? It is very broad. It is very broad, and actually it carries the human habitation. It carries the human habitation. So what is human habitation? When human beings are used to live in that area, it is called human habitation. Clear? Human habitation. Let's have a look at this International Space Station. So in this class we shall discuss about only the space station. From this picture we can clearly conclude that a space station is an artificial structure, right? A space station is an artificial structure. It is not natural one. It is because of science and technology, research and development in the space things, the whole structure is created. Actually, it is placed in a orbit. It is placed in an orbit. Sir, what is orbit? Orbit is an imaginary path. Orbit is an imaginary path. We assume something imaginary path. We assume something as path, and when we leave these satellites or space stations, it actually keep rotates around that path. Let's take, see here, if this is earth, if we draw some imaginary line, so we generally take this is the way how satellite or space station kept in this orbit will only rotate in this orbit without deviation of its path. Are you getting? Without deviating from its path, the object keeps on rotating the earth in the given prescribed path. Clear? So what we have taken, it is placed in a orbit, placed in an orbit, and after that, see, it also has the enclosures. Clear? It also have the enclosures, meaning, see, when you see this picture, it is a fully closed one. Clear? And see, and it has the power supplies. It has the power supplies and have environmental systems. Clear? Environmental systems. Sir, environmental systems for what? To support the human habitation. This is what I am emphasizing here, right? Here I have emphasized something related to human habitations. Means some people will stay there. Sir, what they will do? They'll actually research. Okay, in this article we shall deal that too. Don't worry. Have the clear picture over here. See, in space station, depending on its configuration, variety of activities are being done here. Variety of activities. Those variety of activities could be observation of sun or other astronomical objects. Clear? Absorbing any celestial body or astronomical objects that are suspended in the space, or it also used to study the earth's resources. It also studies the earth's resources. Are you getting the importance of these space stations? Space stations are used to observe the sun or any other astronomical phenomena or objects, or to study the earth's resources. Earth's resources are generally studied over here. Clear? So when you see this earth's resources and environment, and here you can also use the international space stations for military purposes. Okay, actually it is called military reconnaissance. Sir, what is reconnaissance? Reconnaissance means military research. To do any military research or to find out the path of enemies, we generally use international space stations support. Clear? Why? It could send the large amounts of data. It could send the large amounts of data within fraction of seconds and minutes. Clear? Yes, it not only does all things, it also does the variety of purposes, right? The variety of purposes also include it checks on the long term investigation and behavior of materials. Okay, how materials go on some chemical processes or chemical changes by having lot amount of pressure, without pressure, by oxygen, absence of oxygen, and absence of gravity. Everything on these materials are checked in international space station. Clear? Actually it is placed above the earth's surface, right? It is actually placed in low earth orbit. International space station, or simply space stations, actually they check the works and the activities of materials and also the biological systems. Clear? The biological systems, the activities and the biological systems are actually checked in the forms of microgravity. Clear? Microgravity. Actually microgravity is checked and the weightlessness is observed. Everything is checked in this space station. Clear? That is the importance of space station. Actually, sir, if this is important and if it holds such a big thing, then how it is carried into the space? Okay, how it is carried into the space? Actually, when space stations are launched, generally if they are in condition of small, if small space stations are launched, it can be taken in a single shot. Clear? Single shot. If some small stations are kept, it can be taken from a single shot. Or otherwise, if they are larger stations like international space station, larger stations, if they are larger stations, they are actually sent in modules way. They are actually sent in modules way and they are assembled. Clear? They are sent in module way and they are assembled in orbit. Clear? Assembled in orbit. Actually the most efficient use of carrier's vehicles capacity is space station launched, vacant and its crew members. Clear? Are you getting? Here, to make use of the vehicles capacity, generally space stations uses, okay, the crew members and the other additional equipment things are actually carried to the international space station. Clear? So which means the space station, for continuous support of space station, it required transportation of ferry crew. Clear? Transportation of ferry crew. Some crew members are also carried into the space for different purposes. See, so this is also called the works of transportation. Clear? Clear? So ferry members, it also require a ferry crew. Ferry means what? See, this is international, this is space station on the space and this is earth. So to carry the objects required for space search, everything will be carried to that place. Clear? and even people keep on moving from space to earth and earth to space. So it also does the transportation activity is clear. So here and see they are and these space stations are being filled up with water, air, food and other conditions that are consumed in during the operations. Clear? Yes, as a source of political power they have also accepted the usage of the solar panels which are elected and which are selected and which are moduled towards the main thing. Clear? Yes, actually banks of strong storage batteries are also used to source their electric power. Clear? The space stations actually generally maintains the continuous communication. Clear? The space station maintains the continuous clear continuous communication. Okay, for what this continuous communication, actually these are helpful to go and get the exact positioning system for navigation. This continuous communication should be from ground level. Clear? From the ground level, actually when it makes the things very possible. Continuous communication helps in satellite based geopositioning system. Okay, satellite based ground positioning, okay, system, satellite based ground positioning system. So every information is being sourced from the earth and it is transferred to the space stations. I think you have got something related to space station very specifically and very interestingly, right? So stay tuned with our videos. We shall be coming with lot amounts of things that are very difficult to understand in the international space stations or international space issues and generally the science and technology subject as a whole. Okay, yes.